Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. You must subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you can always keep getting knowledge and enjoyment from new and knowledge-enhancing topics, my audio stories, conversations, and my films. Today I am going to talk about the existence of other worlds apart from this Earth with the inquires whether there can be any other planets or worlds like our Earth, and if yes, then whether any aliens from there have ever come to our Earth or can ever come in the future. Or can we ever become capable of visiting the world of those aliens? This Earth of ours is about 4.54 billion years old. It was formed from clouds of dust and gas, and it took millions of years for it to develop organisms and human civilization on its land. The human form, Homo sapiens, came into existence on this Earth struggling about 4 billion years ago. Since then, that form of human in living beings has been continuously developing and has reached here today by molding itself into a lifestyle and creating cultures. Our human civilization started looking at the sky from the Earth long ago. We looked at the sun carefully, saw the stars, and also started admiring the galaxies. Then we humans created the form of God, and consciousness developed that this is a unique world and there must be someone who created it. As the intellect developed, it started getting deep experience of many things in the form of power, and the first power among those powers seemed to be the Earth itself, then water, air, fire, and then the sun that gives life to our life also got established as a great power. From here the worship of all these powers started, and the developed mind believed that life is not possible without all these powers. When the human civilization started looking towards the sky, its curiosity arose to know its vastness more deeply and understand it deeply by looking at the stars, clusters, and galaxies. On the stage of development, man became intelligent and started reasoning and calculations. The process of knowledge, science, and discovery started in order to know about life. When he looked at the sky carefully, he started thinking whether there is anyone else out there. Are we alone in this vast universe? Or is there any other Earth like ours somewhere far away? Has any other form of life developed there? Or is it established? After giving place to many things of knowledge and science in their mind, when men came to know about the solar system along with the moon and the Earth, came to know about its 8 planets, named them, then from that time itself he started thinking whether any extraterrestrial life is also possible. Just as we are humans on this Earth, we have made our own civilization. Will the same happen on some planet somewhere far away in the sky? With continuous discovery and research in science, knowing and finding out deeply about the universe came into existence in the form of astronomy. In our India, this has been an important subject since ancient times, and our sages and saints not only studied these stars and planets in depth, but also described their impact on life in a logical manner. In this modern age, when man learned to make instruments, astronomy also started appearing as a serious scientific subject, and the Western civilization started a separate deep study on it. Although it had started from the Greek civilization itself, but after new scientific inventions and research and construction of new telescopes, astronomy started a new microscopic examination and started gaining deep information about the planets and the universe. It studied the galaxies, the Milky Way galaxy, beyond the solar system. It discovered that this universe began billions of years ago with a very big explosion at a point, which is known as Big Bang. These stars, planets, sky, galaxies were all created from the dust, and gas came out after that explosion. In a universe so vast, with so many stars and planets, life is certainly possible. A galaxy field filled with countless stars and planets could hold not just one, but many planets like our Earth. There may be 2 trillion or more galaxies in the observable universe. Our galaxy alone is believed to contain at least 100 billion stars. As research on exoplanets continues to reveal the prevalence of planets around other stars, it is becoming increasingly likely that most stars in the universe may have at least one planet around them that could support life. And as the exploration of our solar system has shown us, moons could also be hospitable to life as we know it, due to the presence of water. If so many potential planets exist, the probability is strong that life on some planet, even if it is in the form of bacteria, must have thrived or is widespread today, as we were millions of years ago, or evolved into what we will be millions of years from now. Water is considered to be a basic basis for the formation of life. Scientists have found subsurface oceans on the moons of Jupiter and Saturn, which are considered suitable for potential life. Where there is water, there will be life in whatever form it may be. Through a mathematical formula Drake equation, scientists try to estimate the possibility of how many civilizations in our galaxy may be contactable. A project in America, Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, tries to find any intelligent signal from the universe through radio waves. Mars mission. Several missions have been launched by NASA's highest space research work to find evidence of life on Mars, such as NASA's Perseverance rover. At present, biological molecules are being searched in the soil and atmosphere of Mars, and at the same time, work is also going on a very important project to send humans on a journey to Mars by the year 2032. With a grand mission, NASA launched Voyager 2 on August 20th, 1977, and Voyager 1 on September 5th, 1977. These probes have explored and continue to explore all of the solar system's giant planets, their moons, and their ring systems. In 2025, both brilliant Voyagers are located in interstellar space, beyond the heliosphere, with Voyager 1 about 15 billion miles, 25 billion kilometers, from Earth, and Voyager 2 more than 13 billion miles, 21 billion kilometers, away, where they are studying ultraviolet sources between stars and the boundary between the Sun and interstellar space. Both spacecraft continue to send data and images from this region. They are exploring space where no man-made object has gone before. These vehicles were sent in such a way that if they meet any other civilization or alien society, they could get complete information about this Earth and its lifestyle through pictures and codes. NASA had sent the Cassini spacecraft to explore Saturn in October 1997, which continued to study Saturn and its moons from 2004 to 2017, and in September 2017 it crashed in the atmosphere of Saturn. Cassini provided very important information and was considered a milestone in the search. Although more than 50 years have passed and many developed and underdeveloped countries of the world have continued research to know and discover the universe in their own way, but the role of NASA, America in it, is unique. Friends, if you see, nowadays suddenly everyone is talking about aliens. After decades of cultural boundaries, life in the universe beyond Earth is being questioned. NASA is building the next proposed major space telescope, Habitable Worlds Observatory, HWO, which may become operational by 2040. This is a very powerful telescope of the future being developed by NASA, and it is designed to search for signs of life on planets orbiting other stars. Now, it is very important to know whether we can ever send manned vehicles to explore the sky, constellations, and the universe, and what are our limitations for this, and is it possible that humans, aliens from another planet, can come to our planet, Earth, and meet us? There are many questions in this, and when they are put before science, it will be proved whether this can happen or what are its possibilities. UFO means unidentified flying object. For decades, we have been reading and hearing that people in different places of the world have seen these UFOs or unidentified flying objects in the sky or descending from the sky to the ground. Discussions on it have also been taking place often. People have even said that they have seen such objects floating in the air during their journey in the plane. It has also been written and told once or twice that astronauts have also seen such objects during their mission, have also taken its photo. There is no concrete information about the sighting of those unknown flying objects or flying saucers and whether the documents made on them have been properly made public by the governments of many countries, but none of them proves the arrival of aliens on Earth or in its atmosphere or in the near space, but all these things definitely show that some unknown events have been happening in our airspace. In the year 2023, NASA of America also released a report in which an independent study committee was formed on unknown unusual events. The objective of this committee is to analyze these events from a scientific point of view. Now the question arises whether it is possible to contact aliens, or is it possible for aliens to come to our Earth? But it is absolutely certain that if aliens exist, then establishing contact with them will be a very complex process. Their language and communication system or the exchange of words can also be completely different. Their body and the needs of the body can be completely different. And if they can reach our Earth, then it will be 100% true that they will be far ahead of us in development, or let's say they can be thousands of years ahead of us. But it will not be possible at all that they are behind us or in the state where we were 1,000 years ago. And I am saying this because the amount of development that the humans on Earth have achieved till now, NASA scientists somehow, after a lot of hard work, hundreds of research and unbroken engineering efforts, landed humans on the surface of the moon in 1969. So the simple thing to understand here is that the aliens coming from such a faraway world, covering such a long distance, will definitely be far more developed than us in science, technology, otherwise they cannot come here. Now I want to tell you what our own limitations are. If there is another human-inhabited planet in the future, then we can know about it by sending and receiving some special signals using technology. But can we ever go there to explore by becoming aliens? Can our spacecraft land on their Earth with humans? Or can they do the same? Can they easily cover the distance of light years? These things start to limit us. If aliens ever succeed in coming to this Earth, what will they understand? Will they come out of curiosity to know about the people of distant planets, or will they try to attack us considering us as enemies? These things also come up in the form of questions, and I will give you answers to them. Although the existence of aliens has not been proven yet, but science and let's say scientists are constantly engaged in its search. The existence of aliens in this vast and infinite universe cannot be wrong, and this logic keeps us constantly interested in their search. For the last 1.5 decades, it has made its place as a thought in the mind of almost every person and has also become a topic of discussion. If those aliens come to this Earth, what will they think about us? Will they come out of curiosity to know about us, about our culture, or will they consider us as enemies and try to attack us? Although the existence of aliens has not been proved yet, but science, and we should say scientists, are constantly engaged in the search. The existence of aliens in this vast and infinite universe cannot be wrong, and this is the logic that keeps us constantly interested in its search. For the last 1.5 decades, it has made a place in the mind of almost every person like a thought and has also become a topic of discussion. So let us now talk about what are the limitations of the scientists and explorers of this Earth, or say our own limitations, and what space travels and discoveries can be made outside those limitations. Friends, here it becomes clear that how complex and laborious the work of taking a manned vehicle, rocket, just a little above the Earth into space is, and how much money is spent, and you can easily understand all this. It is absolutely not possible that we board a plane from the airport and reach space in a short time and also come back. Going to space and then returning from space means crossing the Earth's atmosphere and entering the atmosphere while returning. This work involves facing a lot of friction in the atmosphere. This friction of re-entry is enough to melt and burn the spacecraft to ashes. This is a risky process done with utmost caution, and a slight mistake can burn the entire spacecraft in seconds, and this has already happened. So this was a matter of going just 100 to 120 kilometers above the Earth. In 1969, America sent its manned Apollo spacecraft to the Moon, and the distance of that Moon from the Earth is 384,400 kilometers. A lot of preparations had to be done for this journey. For years, a whole scientific system works day and night, only then a spacecraft is sent into space. Preparations are being made to go to Mars for more than 2 decades, and it has been decided now that a manned spacecraft will be sent to Mars by 2032, but that too will be a one-way journey. It will not be possible to return from there. Because the distance is very long, it will take up to a year to go, and then there is no possibility of fuel to come back. There is no launch pad and other systems. Whoever goes will stay there, and no one can say for how many days he will survive. We cannot live even for a moment without oxygen, and in space, crossing the oxygen level of our Earth means that you have to make artificial arrangements for oxygen. Secondly, on coming out of the spacecraft, you have to keep your body tied in a fixed suit so that the external waves and rays do not burn you. Friends, these are all limitations, our limits where we start getting bound. From where we become incapable of moving forward. So till now we have seen how after lots of arrangements and decades of preparation, we will reach Mars under compulsion, which is 54.6 million kilometers away from our Earth, and it will take around 7 to 9 months to reach there. Spending 8-9 months in a small room-like cabin under many rules and regulations, and after 5-6 years of long training, and after that there is no return to Earth. Whatever happens, live there, die there. Now you can understand how it will be possible to reach other planets of the solar system by human spacecraft in the next 50 years when technology is progressing every day. We are finding new solutions. So friends, now let's talk about our main topic, aliens. Whether we can reach them or those aliens can reach us, Earth. First I will talk about our planet Earth. We humans have existed on Earth for a few million years, but it has taken us billions of years to reach here. We are the inhabitants of this Earth, and our lifestyle, our body, our senses have been created by nature over a very long period of time to keep pace with this environment. Our body is a delicate structure made of bones, flesh, blood, and water, which can survive at a specific temperature. It dissolves a specific gas, oxygen, in its lungs and supplies it to the body parts and brain, and we cannot survive without this adjustment. A slight scratch injures our body, we are attacked by viruses and bacteria, we fall ill and the illness even kills us, we need a specific diet, our lifespan is limited. With a healthy body we can remain capable of working only for 70 years. After that the body becomes inactive. In many people this inactiveness comes much earlier. So friends, this is our scope, our limitation from the point of view of our existence in the universe. Now comes the matter of travel and distances. In this vast universe, the existence of our Earth is just like a fine pebble in the sand lying on the seashore. There are huge distances in space, it is immeasurable vastness. Somewhere there is melting heat and somewhere freezing cold. Somewhere there is pitch darkness and somewhere light that makes the eyes blind. Don't even talk about distances and speeds. When a spacecraft, that too moving at a speed of 38,000 km per hour, will take 8 to 9 months to reach Mars, you can imagine what the time to go to other planets would be. Beyond this, the distances in the universe are so much that they are counted in light years, meaning the distance that light travels in 1 year, and if we go by estimation, light travels about 186,000 miles in 1 second. In our solar system, except for Earth, life like ours or that of aliens is not possible on any planet. And if it did exist, it would have been discovered long ago. So, in our solar system, we are the only such developed civilization, the human world. Now, we talk about the future of the solar system and the planet which is considered to be the nearest to it, where we can think about life or a civilization, is Proxima Centauri b. Proxima Centauri is a group of 3 planets A, B and C, but only Proxima Centauri b has been tested fit for life. This planet is about 4.24 light-years away from our Earth. It means that if our spacecraft continuously moves at the speed of light, then it can reach Proxima Centauri b in about 4.25 years. Now, can you do this? Are we capable enough to make a spacecraft of even a quarter of its speed which can reach there only after about 17 to 18 years? According to my knowledge, absolutely not. By the way, the spacecraft of a quarter of the speed of light is just my most positive imagination and nothing else. Because the speed of the second stage of testing of the spacecraft Falcon Heavy K, which will be sent to Mars, is 40,234 kilometers per hour. Even if we make progress in the next 100 years and build a vehicle and rocket that can travel at 4 times its speed, equal to 165,000 km per hour, even then it will not be able to take the humans of Earth to Proxima Centauri b even in their entire lifetime. Till now this is our limitation. This is the capability of us humans of Earth in front of this vast universe. So friends, it is almost impossible for us to meet any aliens. Our physical structure, our age limit, the artificial speed created by us is not capable of covering the distance of light years in the vast universe. Yes, if we increase the age of humans to 400 years with our research and science and can remain healthy and work throughout the period, then it can be thought of. Or if our human body transforms itself into waves and the human body can change from gross body to subtle waves and from subtle to gross body, then we can achieve victory in completing this journey. Organizations like SpaceX of America are continuously making high-speed, non-destructible rockets and are also testing them well. But the matter gets stuck at the point that how to cover the distance of light years. Now the second thing comes, is there life on Proxima Centauri b or any planet like that? Is there a world of aliens, and if they are like us in development or are much ahead of us, then can they come towards the Earth? The answer is absolutely, but only when they have made themselves capable of traveling a distance of light years in a few decades by developing beyond our compulsion, and their lifespan is 2-3 times that of ours, and they have made such fuel which can run for years even at high speed, or they have the capability to make it on the way. Only after such progress, they can come to our planet Earth and go anywhere, that too by traveling a long distance of hundreds of years. And if they come, they will be far more civilized than us, having very high and subtle science and knowledge, and they will not come to destroy us but to make us like them. We have been hearing for decades that someone in that country saw a flying saucer, some farmer of that country saw an alien, or flying saucers were seen in the sky for a few moments at night. I am not saying that people were lying completely, but I know that the scientific world and any country have not found any concrete evidence of this. If such flying saucers, extraterrestrial vehicles, have been seen and they exist, then it is also certain that they are far ahead of us. Their age is much more than ours, and their technology is so far ahead that we cannot reach there in 200 years, or it is not possible in an environment like our Earth. If we think logically, it is almost impossible for any aliens to come to Earth from the world of Proxima Centauri. This can happen only if we can overcome the limitations mentioned by me and have an invincible body and are the creators of exceptional technology and science. The possibility of extraterrestrial life has always fascinated humans. Even though today our technological capabilities have allowed us to study and see those extraterrestrial worlds closely, we still do not have a concrete answer to the question whether we are alone in the universe. Our belief in aliens is based on movies and UFO claims, but science says that we are not alone in the universe. In this universe which stretches to infinity, there are innumerable suns, stars, and their innumerable planets, and it is certain that there is life and civilization in many of them, but we may never meet them and they may never meet us. This is the truth. Thank you. I am a researcher, writer, and artist.